everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. My name is RedSecant, and we're here in Agrabah. We just fought the first mini-boss, which is like the thing with the pots and the clams, and now we're headed to the desert to rescue Jasmine, Princess Jasmine. So, we come out here and get on the carpet, which takes us back to where we saved Aladdin earlier. And we have another boss, and this is the boss that ended my playthrough. So I was playing through the whole game, I got this far on expert mode, and I was doing just fine. Probably died a few times here and there, but that's normal. Get to this boss, try it several times, can't do it. And I know I could like grind up a few levels off of the monsters in Agrabah. This was a long time ago. But I didn't want to because the monsters in Agrabah are really annoying, and then the next highest level monsters are in Deep Jungle, and I hate Deep Jungle, so there you go. So that was the end of that playthrough, and ever since then I've learned my lesson about frickin' leveling up at Destiny Islands, because if you don't grind, then you end up having trouble with bosses like this. Anyway, this boss is actually very annoying. He shoots those little energy things out of his eyes, which are not a huge deal, but he also spits out the really annoying sword Heartless. And he also spits out the big, large body Heartless, which are also very annoying. But yeah, trying to fight these guys up on there, nobody wants to do that. And they do a lot of damage. Now if you're lucky, Donald and Goofy will kind of distract them, and you can kind of climb up the dude here, but that really does not work that well. And these guys will come out of nowhere and damage you, so you really got to be on your toes. And I guess sometimes Donald will be there to heal you, but not all the time because he's dead now. Now what you really want to be able to do is get up on his head like this, and then you can attack his eyes unless you fall off like I did. So that's not what you want to do. Now this guy doesn't have too much HP, as you can see, just a little over 1 bar. But he has enough that it takes a while to take him down. And he does a lot of damage with his little hits. And the Heartless are doing damage too, and so this can be a pretty annoying battle. Definitely one of my... how would I say that? One of my least favorite in the game, or one of my lesser liked. You really don't want to be thrown off of his head, but it can happen. And it's actually not very hard to happen, but it's a huge advantage if you can stay on his head. But it's pretty hard to get in a combo. But the advantage is that his little laser beams don't hit you as much, and the Heartless aren't there to annoy the crap out of you. So, yeah. But if you do a finishing move, you sort of run the risk of having sort of motionless at the end of his combo, so I'd say maybe it's a better idea to just try to get in a couple hits like that. But I guess they have flying soldiers. You know, I never saw flying shoulders. Could I say soldiers, please, not shoulders? I never saw flying soldiers here before, but I guess they do that. I said do. Anyway, this has gone surprisingly well. That's usually much more difficult for me. But that's nice. I'm glad that went as well as it did. Anyway, we don't even get any kind of epic, you know, finishing cutscene. We just have to enter the boss that we just defeated. And even inside is really annoying. The best thing to do here, to be honest, there are treasure chests here, but we're not getting them right now because it is so annoying to fight through all of these Heartless, and it's just not necessary, and it's just, ugh. So we're not doing it. We're just dodge rolling away from all these people, and we're just going where we need to go. And then you don't have to fight everybody, because the only reason you would fight them is to open the treasure chests. So maybe when we're a higher level, we'll come back in here so we can kill these guys a lot easier. Now if you fall into this black abyss over here, you actually just get warped to another area. It's sort of like you fall into the lower level. But you actually want to fall down there. There's a Trinity mark right here, I guess. kind of hard to see. Blends in with the ground. I'm not sure what this is. I feel like it's probably a Goomy piece. That's my guess. It's a Goomy piece. Thunder G. That's a Goomy piece. Anyway, what you want to do is head over here to the hidden room, I guess it's called. And in here, there's a pillar. And I really didn't show the whole reason for doing this. But there's an upper room where this pillar is blocking your way. So what you do is you attack it, and then it breaks, and that pillar slides down, and then there's an opening above. So, sort of hard to explain since I didn't show the room above, but whatever. There's a whole nother cutscene here. I've been pretty good lately at coming up with things to talk about during these cutscenes. Looking around my room. Oh, so you know what? Earlier today, I had Carl's Jr. And I pretty rarely eat fast food. Not for any real reason, mostly because I don't know. I don't really like eating away from home too much, unless I'm with, like, other people. I mean, if I'm eating away from home by myself, it feels like a waste, kinda, you know? It's like, why not just be at home or whatever, you know? But I did eat at Carl's Jr. today, and the reason for that is because, I don't know, I suppose you could know this if you really stalk my recent activity on, like, videos I like and comment on or whatever. But I am a pole vaulter, so that's kind of my sport, is pole vaulting, which is contained in the more general track and field. But, so, over the summer, I've been doing sort of a pole vault. It's kind of like a camp, sort of. It's more of an athletic club, but it's only 2 hours, I guess 4 hours total a week. 2 hours, 2 days a week. That we meet, and so that's been going, but it's ending at the end of July. So it just finished this week, and there's a Trinity mark here, which gives you a bunch of money, I guess. And actually, there's a bunch of treasure chests we can get in here. But you know what? We'll do that later because we're running a little bit low on time, and we need to have time to do this next bit. Anyway, so pole vaulting, and today was the end.
That boy again?
It was pretty much the end of like the season because we won't be pole vaulting for August and September, and we might resume in October, but I'm not sure about that. Anyway, today there was a meet, which I don't know if you're not familiar with track and field. That's just where you go.
Wait a second, are you Maleficent?
Basically, it's like a test. You try to set a new record or compete against other people or whatever.
Black Jasmine, go!
Today was more of just a personal record meet. It wasn't so much about getting first place. There weren't like trophies or medals or anything like that. But today was kind of the last meet for, and kind of the end of the season for like a couple months, you know? So I decided I'd go eat fast food because I won't be, you know, working. What am I trying to say? I wouldn't be doing as much athletic activity, you know, so it's not as bad to eat fast food. Still, it's bad to eat fast food. Don't eat it often. But whatever. If anybody's wondering, I got 12 feet in my meat today. By the way, this is a boss battle. Like, how? Oh my gosh, so many bosses in this world. This boss is really long, actually. This takes a really long time. This is Jafar. Basically, it's really not that complicated. Just follow him around, and he'll run around all over the place and just beat on him, and that's all you gotta do. Anyway, so I got 12 feet. Which was a personal record today, because previously my personal record had been 11 feet 3 inches. So going up 12 feet is pretty good, actually. It's a pretty big PR. But that's part of the lingo in the industry. PR means personal record, if you didn't know that. Anyway, he's really annoying because sometimes he'll go hover around these platforms, which is not annoying, that's helpful. But sometimes he'll go just randomly in the air where you can't get to him. And I bet he'll do it here. Or maybe he'll go all the way around. Yeah, he did. In general, you kind of want to stay out of the middle, because he'll do these little ice storms, which kind of do a lot of damage. And then sometimes he does this, which is also really annoying, where he goes into a little kind of ghost form, and there's nothing you can do. Also, in the meantime, Genie is flying around, trying to hit you, because I guess that's what Jafar is making him do, but he's really not a big threat. Now, if you... it's so annoying. If you can, what you want to do is you want to hit Jafar away from, like... You want to hit him into the platform, but not like physically into it, just like in the platform's direction. That way he'll go towards it, and you can keep comboing him, but not if you're slow like that. Ugh. This is an annoying battle. It's not a hard battle, it really isn't. When he does that, you just want to get out of the center because he's going to do his Ice Storm. But it can be annoying, this battle, I mean. And then yeah, it's times like this, when you just can't get up to him. And he'll do that, he'll shoot like a laser at you, but it's not homing, or it doesn't follow you or anything like that, so it's really no problem. And again, as per usual, Donald and Goofy are not a help at all in this battle. You pretty much can depend on them being knocked out for most of it. Unless you're really high level. Oh, I guess he does fire damage too. I didn't see him do that attack in my practice run. But whatever. Doesn't seem to be very threatening. Watch him do like some huge firestorm and just take me out in one shot. No, ooh, this is a good position in the corner. Ooh, we can get a lot of damage here. What's he doing? I don't know what he's doing. Oh, I don't care. Totally avoided that by accident. Ooh, this is good. We're doing so much damage. Oh, that was great. We did like half of his health right there. I was talking about pole vault. Anything more I have to say about pole vault? Not really. I need to figure out something to talk about. Let's see. Looking around my room. I don't see much. I see my mug of hot chocolate. I've been drinking hot chocolate kind of between videos. Which is very refreshing. I don't drink coffee very much. Like, I never go to Starbucks or whatever. It's just not really my thing. And also, I kind of have a thing about spending money. it just, like... I think it's kind of normal, actually, but, like... Only kind of normal. I really am very reluctant to spend money, like, kind of ever. Like, even just a few dollars, I'm really... like, I don't know, reluctant to spend. So Starbucks is kind of not really the kind of thing I would do. This is one of those times when Jafar is, you can't get to him because there's no platform. And I don't really drink coffee very much either. I don't know, I wouldn't say I'm like a really hyper person, though I guess some people might say that. Most of the time, I don't know, I sort of have mixed emotions sometimes. Like, sometimes I'm hyper, sometimes I'm calm, sometimes I'm kind of both, you know what I mean? It's like you're hyper, but you're kind of chill at the same time, too. I don't know. I feel like in these videos, I usually come across as kind of hyper, actually. Because I'm just yelling over here. I feel like whenever I watch these videos that I'm, like, yelling. And I don't know, I'm not, like, really yelling. But I don't really yell very often, like ever, so I don't know. I have a loud speaking voice. The reason for that is kind of because when we did acting in middle school or whatever, we were taught you were supposed to, you know, project. And I even did a little bit of acting in elementary school, so I was kind of ahead of the game on that one. So I already just got in the habit of kind of projecting my voice, I guess. Anyway, that's... Can we pause, like, when they're doing the slow motion thing? Yeah, ooh, epic. Anyway, we're coming up on 15 minutes, so that's gonna have to be it for this video. Next time, we'll probably finish up Agrabah, so not too bad. Thanks for watching this episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts, and I'll see you guys next time.